I've always been interested in the future and technology and how that changes societies and organizations. And then here in the aging services space, you're dealing with an aging population for whom technology has many potentials to enhance the way that they live. You can personalize that because most of us have grandparents or parents that are in that aging category. And so often when I come to work in the day, if I'm having a hard time just being motivated by the things to do of the day, I can reflect back on the fact that the things that I'm doing have an impact on people like my parents. ACTS is a large provider of continuing care retirement communities. We serve over 8,000 residents with over 6,000 employees. Our relationship with AREA began, I think it's almost 8 years ago now. We were able to bring in what ended up being a sequence of several different people from AREA to work in our storage and data center areas. That relationship, while it was intended originally to last 2 or 3 months, it ended up being close to 2 years. But as we then tried to evolve our service delivery, we asked AREA to turn that into a managed services agreement. But we're making another shift. Rather than a data center sitting in our environment, we're starting to move much more to a cloud-based infrastructure. So for example, with our Microsoft Office 365 relationship, our management services contract evolved to include support of that cloud infrastructure. Now, as we move data center and application stuff out to the cloud, AREA involved in that, we've created new opportunities for managed services. Traditional managed services, again, managing things on our campus. So we've entered more recently into a network management service agreement with them. I expect that to move through a similar evolution over the next few years. In this new world, we know that every part of our campus is going to be part of an Internet of Things, not just an Internet of Things, an Internet of persons, places, and things. So it's been very useful for us, for our relationship with AREA, to be able to adapt through that transition. I think it's been a strength. There's been a history there. There's an eagerness to work together. If it couldn't have adapted, if AREA was sitting there saying, this is our service, then great, it would have worked for one of those tiers. But the fact that we were able to build a partnership to allow that relationship to adapt across 4 different generations of how we think about our technology has been very useful, very helpful for us.